Hey guys, this is Juniper Gaming here, and I'm bringing you the first pre-week episode for the JFL series. So, for you here, we have the first game of the week that I'm going to be presenting that you will see on Friday. It is going to be the Newark Killer Bees at the New York Junipers. And in a pre-week video, I will be showing who is going to be starting for each team. I'll also be showing the injuries for each team, as well as their player roles. So first I'm going to start off with the Junipers, and I'm going to go to show you who's going to be starting for them. We have here Connor Singers, their starting quarterback, and here are his backups. And the starting halfback is Andreas Brandon, and his backups here. And we have the fullback Martell Franklin starting, and we have the two starting wide receivers, actually Cameron Holmes and Delphonta Jefferson. Thomas Beasley is hurt right now. We're going to be checking the injuries in just a second so you can see what his injury is and how long it is. And the slot for this game is going to be Ladarius Graham. And the starting tight end is going to be Laniel Jefferson. The starting left tackle is Michael Patrick. The left guard is going to be Bryce Ruth. The center is going to be Ben Singer. The right guard is going to be Tavares Prophet. Then the right tackle is going to be Dallin Joseph. Now going to defense, we have the left end Centennial Jaquez. We have the right end Jamie Boyd. And we have their defensive tackles. We have Aaron Kelly and Rashad Mays. And we have their all-star left outside linebacker Will Pittman, who is definitely going to be helping with the stopping of the run and also a little bit of pass rushing as well. So watch out for him in this game. He's one of the big defensive playmakers you'll be seeing. And we have Sean Millington, their starting middle linebacker. And I forgot to mention that they are a 4-3, so we have Aaron Kelly and Rashad Mays starting here. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And the right outside linebacker, we have Brandon Alvin. And the two corners that are going to be playing here, we have Jamin Gray and Cameron Dawn. The free safety is going to be Russell Hunter, and the strong safety is Ivory Jones. The kicker is Dylan West, and the punter is Timmy Morgan. And the kick returners you'll be seeing today, we have Sean Justice and Delphonta Jefferson. Same thing for punt returning. And the kickoff to start is obviously the kicker, which is Dylan West. And your long snapper is the third string tight end, Iron Morgan. And your third down running back is Keyston Welch. So that sums up the starting people for the Junipers. And we'll head on right now to their injury report and see who's hurt for them. We have here Luke Butler, who's going to be hurt for 2 weeks with a broken jaw, and your number one wide receiver, Thomas Beasley, is going to be hurt for 7 weeks with a herniated disc, so that's gotta hurt. We won't be seeing much of him for the beginning of the series, but hopefully he'll be back and back up to his normal playing when he comes back. So now let's go to their player roles, and we'll see what the players will be expected to do in this game for the Junipers. We have Milton, who is the middle linebacker, Iron Man, and Gilbert, who is injury prone as a middle linebacker, and your number one wide receiver who's hurt is a deep threat and injury prone, which I agree with. So now let's go over to the away team, which is the Newark Killer Bees. Let's go to their starting lineup, if you'll call it that, and see who's going to be starting for them. Damon Winter is the quarterback, and their halfback is going to be Cameron Dixon. Their fullback is Artie Griffin, and their two wide receivers are going to be Dwayne Nixon and Javian Henderson. And the slot receiver is going to be Larry Bennett. Now going to the tight end, we have here Case Cropman. I believe that's how it's said. Sorry about that if I'm wrong. And we have the hurt left tackle, Rashard Walls. So he's going to be hurt, so he's not going to be playing. We have his backup, Aaron Stewart, who's going to be getting the starting nod here as the left tackle. The left guard is Dalton Chapman, and the center is Hunter Arndt. And now going to the right guard, they have Brendan Rogers, and their right tackle is Corey Hopkins. So now going to their maybe one of the best defenses in the league right now, we have Javaris Taylor, who's actually hurt right now, so he won't be starting. But we have Eleusis Banks that is going to be starting as the left end, and the right end is going to be Dontavia Cobb. The right end he's going to be. And their 4-3 defense, they have Taland Coleman and Devontae Dozer as the defensive tackles starting today. And the left outside linebacker starting is Devin Patterson. And the middle linebacker starting is Ronaldo Lawton. Right outside linebacker is Kimbrel Armstrong. And the two corners they have today are Cabris Welch and Jamarcus Wheeler. We have their all-star free safety Gabriel Watkins, who's very good with the man coverage and zone. Man-to-man and zone. So hopefully he'll be stopping some plays. And we have the strong safety Keon Neely. And we have your kicker Cameron Edwards and your punter Lucas Garbolo. And we have the two kick returners Aluvis Sharp and Xavier Henderson. So a pretty good kick returning team there. Hopefully they'll be getting some yards to start them off. And the same thing for punt returning. Kickoff to start, we have Cameron Edwards, and their long snapper is going to be the third string tight end Carlos Woods. And your third down running back is Javian Hammond. So now moving on to their injury report to see who's not going to be starting or not playing, period. We have out for 8 weeks, Rashard Walls with a broken wrist, and Tarvis Taylor with a fractured foot. So we won't be seeing any of them for half the season. So hopefully the backups can really what's the word I'm looking for? They have to step it up. Is basically what I'm trying to say. They have to step it up. So when the starters get back, they're not too far behind. And now, wow, I have a lot of people with roles here on this team. So we have Carter as a pass rusher, Wheeler as a defensive playmaker, Sharp, who is injury prone, Dozer is a run stopper along with Coleman, and Coleman is also injury prone. Patterson is a defensive playmaker, and Hall is a playoff performer and offensive playmaker. Winter is the playoff performer and quarterback of the future. Rogers is injury prone. McCollino is injury prone as well. And Banks is apparently their first round pick from last year or the year before that. So that's cool. Taylor is the pass rusher. And that's all for player roles. And excuse me if I did not mention this before. The Junipers are an 80 overall with the 81 overall offense and a 77 overall defense, and the Killer Bees are an 89 overall team with a 89 overall offense and a 91 overall defense. And the Killer Bees head coach is Corey Vincent, and the Junipers head coach is Josh McCoy. So thanks for watching this pre-week episode, and I'll see you guys in the game of the week.